Problems, problems, and more problems, folks. The new Red Dead Online update this week introduced the new Hardcore Shootout series, and we had Hardcore Takeover series a few weeks ago, and this is basically the next rendition of it. Rockstar promised more hardcore modes, and so here is Hardcore Shootout. With this mode comes double gold and double money opportunities for players, so it sounds like a sweet deal, right? You get a hardcore playlist with no ability cards, no tonics, or any consumables for that matter, default weapons, and limited health and stamina stats. But guess what? By doing one simple trick, which is actually technically doing nothing at all, you're directly or indirectly ruining the gameplay experience for other players, and we will get into why in this video here today. So, if you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it, and if you want to stay up to date with everything Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Online, and what's going on in the community, consider hitting that subscribe button with your notifications turned on. So, first off, I want to premise this video. Of course, I won't be showing any gameplay of it because how pointless would that be? All you're going to see me doing in the gameplay is running around shooting AFK players with my weapons. That's not fun, that's not entertaining. I'd rather show you guys actual Red Dead Online gameplay instead. There's really no point of showing it. I tried to get gameplay, I wanted to do some live comms, talk about the mode, give some tips and tricks, but no one needs any of that because you're not going to use any of it and it's boring to watch. So let's talk about this. The new Hardcore Shootout series, just like Hardcore Takeover. It's really sweet, like we talked about at the beginning of the video. There's no consumables, no ability cards, no tonics. This is the mode that Red Dead Online players wanted. Well, guess what? No one's actually taking advantage of it because it is an easy way to AFK boost and AFK farm money and gold, especially with the double gold and double money opportunities. When we had Hardcore Takeover, we had triple gold and triple money opportunities, so it was even more lucrative, and still now, it's still 100% worth it if you're looking to make a quick buck for literally doing nothing at all, literally leaving your console on, going to work, going to school, taking a nap, doing whatever. But the problem is, it's really sad for players who actually want to play this mode and enjoy it. And this isn't a blaming the player based video. No one's responsible for this. This is 100% Rockstar's fault, and that's what upsets me here, and that's what we're here to talk about today. Because Rockstar desperately needs a new payout system for these showdowns. Everything in this game is based on time played. You spend 3 minutes in the showdown mode, you're making 8 gold nuggets, or with the double gold, you're technically making 16 nuggets. And at 6 minutes, you'd usually make 16 nuggets, so with double gold, you're making 32, and then at 9 minutes, instead of making 24 nuggets, you're actually making 48 nuggets. You're getting double gold each time. You should be getting an 8 gold nugget payout. Now, I'm suggesting a new tier payout system. If you're in the top of the team, if you can divide it up into 3 sections, the top players on the team can earn their 24 nuggets, or with the double gold, it would be 48. The middle tier players can earn their 16 nuggets, and the bottom tier players can earn 8 nuggets. But also, Rockstar should take it a step further and say, if you don't do anything, if you don't get a kill, if you don't capture an objective, if it just knows you're inputting either with a macro or rubber banding your controller to spin around in circles all day and AFK boost gold and money, then obviously you should get no payout for this because you're just negatively contributing. You're not contributing to your team, so your team may lose if the other team is actually playing, or everyone's just AFK and you're sitting there alone not actually playing Hardcore Shootout this week. Rockstar swings the ban hammer and the reset hammer for money glitches, and they patch them right away. You know, they reset players, they do all this, right? But they are completely complacent towards modders and cheaters in both games running rampant on PC. And those cheaters and modders on PC cause a lot more harm than anyone who actually is glitching money on any system ever could. And their showdown systems and their PvP modes, and those systems are a joke because both Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online are completely based on time played, both in the free roam and PvP. And it just doesn't work well for these types of modes. Do I expect Rockstar to actually step in and adjust this at any point in time? No, but I'm gonna rant about how they waste time making these modes and taking these actions for players in the first place because they don't actually enforce the rules of the game, and how easy they allow these modes to be exploited by players. We haven't done one of these types of videos in a while. I've been enjoying the heck out of the Naturalist update, and I want to continue to enjoy it. I think we've had a lot of fun stuff. My grind has been a lot more enjoyable just because of the fact with the legendary animals, I can take those pelts when I skin them over to Crypts, donate them to Crypts, and I need to do a lot less hunting for Trader than I have needed to do before. So I've been able to actually do long distance deliveries again. I didn't even bother for such a long time because I wasn't going to waste time hunting animals, even if I was doing bounties or going collecting and things like that, just getting pelts along the way. And now my grind is just storing a bunch of legendary animal pelts in the hunting wagon so that when I need pelts for crypts and I need to donate them, I don't actually need to go do a mission. I just have basically a storage and a plethora of them in the hunting wagon, just call it in and donate them at will and get back to what else I'm doing. So it's been a lot of fun, and we've had a ton of leaks and other intel come out at this game for things to look forward to, like the Halloween pass, the Halloween celebration, the Fear of the Dark mode returning, a new Fear of Us mode, the Halloween masks. Literally everything Halloween related and other future legendary animals and clothing are all things to get excited for. And then you have things like this where it's just like, wow, this is a complete buzzkill. I don't even know why I bother playing this game sometimes when these modes are just exploited to all heck like this. I don't know if this would be as easy to implement, but typically what you see in some of these showdowns is just people spinning around, they're AFK farming, they're AFK boosting, and if there was just a way so that, you know, I don't know if they're able to get rid of the AFK aspect to where you could basically rubber band your controller or use a macro and you don't get kicked for inactivity. If you're just not moving, you will get kicked, so they do have some sort of prevention, but it's just easily bypassed by just keeping your controller and your left thumbstick moved to either side, either left or right, forward or back, and you're good to go. You won't get kicked for that, which is pretty silly as well. But there needs to be more steps taken. In any other game, it's dependent on how many kills you get, how many objectives you capture, what else you do to actually contribute towards winning the game. You get different XP amounts based on that. And unfortunately with this game, when gold and money is involved and it's still just based on the free roam payout system where it's just time played, you know, the longer you take to do stuff, the more money, XP, and gold you're gonna make. And the quicker you do stuff, even though it's really easy to do missions super fast in this game, no mission should take you more than 12 minutes, but that's the target you want to aim for, is 12 minutes, so you can get the most amount of gold, XP, and money in the shortest amount of time. The highest gold and money ratio for the shortest amount of time is essentially what I mean. I've talked about that in my tips and tricks videos. But when it comes down to these showdown modes, if you could just do the same thing and you get paid out on the same time-based scale, it just ruins the mode, because of course no one's going to actually contribute. They're just going to jump in, they're going to go to work, and they're going to leave their controller pointed to the side with their left thumbstick, and players are just going to be spinning in circles all day. Like I said, I wanted to get gameplay for this. I wanted to do some live commentary, do some tips and tricks, and actually make an entertaining PvP video, because I haven't done one of these in forever and I've been so interested in doing it, and I was in such a good mood to do it today because I wanted to play this hardcore shootout series, and I was finally able to get into a match with players, because over the past like week I've just had such trouble finding players in my lobbies, even in free roam events and other PvP modes, normal PvP modes I was having trouble with. And so same with these hardcore ones, I wanted to try it out because I never played hardcore shootout before. We just had hardcore takeover before, and I can't even take advantage of it. And I was like, wow, literally it was just me in the lobby. All 3 other people on my team were AFK, and everyone else on the opposite team was AFK as well. And I was like, wow, no one's gonna want to see gameplay of me just headshotting a bunch of people who aren't actually there. I don't expect people to not do this, because you literally don't have to do anything to take advantage of this, but it's just sad to see that Rockstar doesn't actually care about this type of thing, and it almost seems like they're complacent and they're encouraging it, versus, you know, you duplicate a car in GTA Online and you get permabanned for it and you get your entire character reset. You know, that should all be part of it, but then also ban the modders and cheaters. Have some actual anti-cheat in this game. There is legitimately zero anti-cheat for Red Dead Online and Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC. If you have files in your install folder, like, you know, single player mod files, and you load up the game, it says, hey, we discovered some files that shouldn't be in your Rockstar Games Red Dead Redemption 2 game folder. You are proceeding at your own risk. It's just an alert you accept. If you try and log online, nothing happens, because guess what? Most lobbies on PC have cheaters in them, and it goes to show nothing happens to these people. And it's really sad to see cheaters and modders run rampant versus something like this where Rockstar either just doesn't care, they're unaware, or they're just really, at the end of the day, completely complacent with it. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. I know this was a little bit of a rant. I wanted to do one of these. We definitely got to peg Rockstar for this. This definitely knocks them down a notch with this update on my list. But of course, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Red Dead Online, Red Dead Redemption 2, and even Rockstar games as a whole. We'll be sure to keep you guys up to date with updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. I practically live on all 3 of those websites, and you can feel free to strike up a conversation or even ask me a question. Whatever it may be, though, you can follow me at Hazardous HDTV, and all of my social media links, including my Discord, can be found in the description down below. That said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.